Cranky. Salty and Mavis's weed paint was finished, and they went back to work. Mavis went back to Knapford Yards, while Salty made his way to Brendam Docks. On the way, he met Edward, the blue engine. "Hello," said Edward. "You must be the new engine for the docks." "That's me, me hearty," replied Salty. "Salty's the name, and it's my first day in the port." Edward introduced himself, and they talked until it was time for them to leave. "Must be off, Captain. Can't be late." "Look out for Cranky," warned Edward. "He's trouble." Soon Salty arrived at Brendam Docks. The place had been built to become the busiest dockyard on all of the island. It was ready for ships to load and unload, day and night. Salty first met a large hammerhead crane from America. "Hello down there," boomed the crane in his loud voice. "The name's Big Mickey. You're here to help." "Ahoy, matey. That's me. Salty's the name." "Glad you're here. We need your help to complete some last-minute jobs to finish the dock construction." Salty was pleased and went straight to work. As he shunted the trucks, he saw another crane near the main dock building. It was an old green Prince Wharf crane that had used to work in Knapford Harbour and was moved to Brendam to work there. His name is Cranky, and he's worked day and night since coming to Sodor, with no rest or breaks. So Cranky is always cranky. Soon Salty had to go to the crane to pick up a load of pipes to complete the dock's drains. "Ahoy there, Cranky!" cried Salty. I can read, Salty," snapped Cranky. "I'm here to work, not socialise. And a good day to you too, matey." Then Bill and Ben arrived with a goods train of China clay. "Hurry up," barked Cranky. "I haven't got all day." "You're no fun," grumbled Bill. "You wouldn't be fun if you were stuck up here," snapped Cranky. "So that's why you're cranky," said Bill. "You're lonely," said Ben. "I'm not," Cranky cranked. "So it's company you be needing," said Salty. "Reminds me of a lonely old Grand Bank's lighthouse keeper." "Don't tell me you're a storyteller," cried Cranky. Bill and Ben liked a good story and asked Cranky to tell it. "It was in the middle of a wee naughty storm," Salty began, "the likes of which you see once in a lifetime." This made Cranky very cranky. So cranky, he swung his arm around and dropped the pipes onto the tracks instead of the trucks. But then there was trouble. The pipes rolled down and knocked over a roof canopy onto the tracks. "Whoops," said Cranky feebly. "You've blown the mains now, matey," said Salty. Bill and Ben found it very funny. "You're going to get into trouble," sang Bill and Ben. A few hours later, the Fat Controller came to inspect the damage. He was cross with Cranky. "You have made a terrible mess, Cranky," he said sternly. "I'm sorry, sir," Cranky whispered. "Salty, I need you to help the workmen clear up this mess, please." "Aye, aye, sir." That night, Salty helped the workmen by shunting the loaded trucks of wreckage away, while Cranky helped to lift the wreckage away. But Bill and Ben stayed at the docks and kept asking Salty to tell them stories from while he worked. Cranky's heart sank as Salty uttered those fateful words. "It'd be one of my favourite stories. It was a bitter cold winter. The brave little ship was stuck until the ice melted the next spring. He barely made it round the Cape. After 100 scary days at sea without a scratch, he sailed into port and crashed his bow not 15 feet from my buffers. Luckily, no one was hurt." "Except my ears," wailed Cranky. Salty spent all night telling stories of powerful storms, daring rescues, and brave little ships. And when the sun rose, he was still talking and talking and talking. "I can't take any more," groaned Cranky. Finally, the workmen had finished clearing away the wreckage and the tracks were unblocked. Cranky was so pleased the job was over, he forgot to be cranky. "I'll never misbehave again," he promised, "as long as I don't have to listen to any more salty stories." And Cranky was as good as his word. He worked hard all day. He carefully loaded the trucks, helped speed the engines on their way, and he didn't say a mean thing to the engines all day. "I see you've improved this place already," puffed Edward. "Ah, there's good inside everyone, Captain." But he spoke too soon. Cranky couldn't help himself, as he dropped another load of pipes in front of them. "It was nice while it lasted," said Edward, and all the engines laughed. But even until this day, Cranky is still cranky.